Hi everyone and welcome back to another video and a special welcome to the world's first ex-attorney who has ever been in this apartment.
My name is Francesca Cheng. So I am an ex-lawyer from the United States. I now live in Taipei, Taiwan as a blogger, vlogger, and life coach. So I've lived here for a total of 6 years, but it's been over a span of 12 years. Yeah.
You had my dream job. I was dreaming about being an attorney since I was like 5 years old. I told my mom that I want to be a lawyer because I knew that lawyer was like the best paying job. I applied for law school in Sweden and I got in, but I never started. Why would you give that up? You had my dream job.
It takes a lot of courage to say, okay, this is somebody else's dream job.
So is a blogger and YouTuber what you actually want to do, or is that just like a transmission to something else?
No, it is definitely one of the many things I want to do. And I know you too, Lucas. I love sharing Taiwan with the rest of the world because it is this hidden gem. I just can't believe that so few people know about this country and its diversity and history and everything that you show on your channel, right? Being up there, maybe at the top of the career ladder, what made me realize that that's not the key to happiness.
What is the key to happiness?
As you know, right, with your recent journey, doing what you love every day and you don't have any limitations. That's really what happiness is to me.
You're also a life coach and a travel blogger, even for the Taiwan Tourism Bureau, if my research is correct.
Yes, I used to write a lot for Taiwan Tourism Bureau. They have magazines called Travel in Taiwan. I do write for them. I do tour with them, make videos for them.
Which one would be your favorite place or favorite experience, if you can only pick one?
I hate it when people ask me this question. I hate it because Taiwan, right, it's so beautiful and diverse, right? Every place I go to is so different. Okay, so one of my favorite experiences,
not necessarily the best one.
Okay, was making coffee with an indigenous tribe in Alisan, where they roast it over the fire and they break off the shells.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so that was one of my favorite experiences. Again,
that's a lot of work for a cup of coffee, though.
Yes, but that's what makes it so, like, you know, when you taste it, it's like, the fruit of my labor, right? But again, how could I compare that to making xiaomijiu with, you know, another tribe on the east coast of Taiwan?
True.
Different, but also amazing.
Not only did you quit law, you kind of quit the States as well, because now you're here in Taiwan.
As fate would have it, my husband got sent back to Taiwan 4 years ago. That's how we made the move. And again, it was another journey for me to be like, okay, what do I do now in Taiwan? Right?
I don't know if you knew this, but you had the legal option to stay. It's like,
yes,
yeah,
I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
So we got that.
Yeah. My first reaction to moving to Taiwan was, no, I've worked so hard to get to where I am, you know, after quitting the law and finally finding a job I liked. I was in tech. I was in San Francisco tech.
Ooh,
right?
That's like the only job in San Francisco that is better than being a lawyer.
Sure, you could say it. And so I said, I have nothing to lose, right? I can do something else. I can explore and discover something else. And then we went.
That's a great slogan. Move to Taiwan. You have nothing to lose.
There you go.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
So it's not only your husband that is Taiwanese in your family. Your dad is Taiwanese, and then he moved to the States when he was also very, very young.
Very young, yes. My father was so young when he left. He was 9. They were actually persecuted by the government at the time during martial rule. So they left when he was 9 and then moved to Guam, which is U.S. territory, when he was 16 years old. I knew probably as much as you did about Taiwan when I was growing up, because my father really did not know his motherland. They had to leave so early. Your Mandarin, I bet, is better than mine. I see like your the way you're writing and everything is probably better than mine, because the first time I came to Taiwan was to study abroad at Taipei. That was my father's first time back here in over 50 years.
So he came back to Taiwan
because
of you then?
Yes, because of me. I wanted to learn something about my heritage, and the easiest way to do that in the States is, study the language. And the language was what allowed me to come overseas, because they have the language program over here.
Wow. But when you travel around then, do you see yourself as a tourist that are just like exploring things? Or is it like something deeper, you're also trying to find your roots and your family?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both. There's so many things I didn't know about Taiwanese culture. The only thing I knew about Taiwanese culture growing up was probably like doujiang. Like my dad would take me to eat doujiang youtiao. And then I knew moon festival. Because he would always bring home mooncakes.
Right.
But even when he would bring home mooncakes, I would ask him like, Dad, like, why are we eating, like the yuebing? And he would just be like, oh, because it's time. So 时间到了, like in English, he would say like, oh, just because it's time.
It's pretty much like, a 9-year-old trying to explain Christmas. Because Santa comes.
Exactly.
That's how it works.
That's exactly what it was for me.
So after having the chance to explore Taiwan during these last 4 years here, is there any chance that you will ever go back to your attorney job?
No. It's been 7 years since I left. And what's funny is that a big reason is because my clients are reaffirming that like I made the right decision and now I can help others because I made that decision.
What's your favorite Taiwanese food?
So, okay, doujiang is definitely up there, right? Just because it's so nostalgic, and that was like my first tie to Taiwan. I was like, oh, I know what that is. Like, that's the one food that my dad used to bring me to eat, right? It's the doujiang youtiao. I'm actually really like chou tofu. Like, I really like stinky tofu.
You can tell that it's the Taiwanese blood.
Like, that's when I came here. I'm like, I like that. My first time having it, I was just like, yeah, this is great. What's wrong with it, right?
What was your biggest surprise after you came here?
Just how tropical the climate is. Like for example, like my family is actually from the south. My akong is Kaohsiungren. So very first time in my life I spent Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year with my akong ama in Taiwan was in Kaohsiung. And I went down there and I'm dressed in like Taipei like boots and like jackets, and I get down there and I'm like, it is so hot.
Rule number 1, if you're going south of Hsinchu, it's always shorts. That's like, what's left on your traveling Taiwan list? What is something that you have always wanted to do in Taiwan but not yet had opportunity to do?
I have never been to Teapot Mountain.
What?
I know.
Wait.
Yeah,
and you call yourself a travel blogger?
Yes, I know. It's just, see, there's too many things to do. There's too many things that I feel like I can't even hit them all, but I've never been to Teapot Mountain.
Oh my God. If you're a YouTuber, if you're a travel blogger, even if you're a life coach, that should be like advice number 1. Go to Teapot Mountain. It will solve all your problems. If you haven't even been to Teapot Mountain, it must be a long list of things you have never done yet. So I hope that everyone can see that adventure when you do find time. Bus 1062 from Zhongxiao Fuxing leaves every 15 minutes. It's not that difficult. No,
sorry.
I have never checked out the chocolate farms in Taidong, so let's call it even.
Okay, we're even.
But hopefully you will find time to check out Teapot Mountain, something I can highly recommend. And hopefully everyone will be able to see that adventure on your YouTube channel. And if that is something that you want to see, please do make sure to support Francesca by following her on all the different social media. Again, you have all the different links down below. And of course, please also like this video and share this video with someone who you think might need to become a little bit braver and maybe leaving a dream job, which is not necessarily your dream job, and then find your true happiness, maybe on the other side of the world, or maybe at the top of Teapot Mountain. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Lucas. Starts with L as in like, ends with S as in subscribe. Please do both, and see you all in the next one.